Hey everybody, my name is Aaron. I'm going to teach you guys about losing weight. I'm a trainer and I'm also a nutritionist. So what we're going to start with is how to detox. And you're probably wondering, well, how come you don't have anything about sugar and carbs and and all that other crazy stuff? But the main thing that you want to be considerate of is the fact that these crazy diets, not eating sugar and avoiding stuff like that is not really going to work. I know people that have gone on diets for years and years, and you losing the weight and they end up gaining it back because they usually get on something that they can't stick with. So what I'm showing you today is some habits that you can do every day. Eventually, that it'll stick and it'll be easier to follow this for the rest of your life, as opposed to trying to go on a diet just to fit into a dress for the summer. So what we're going to start with is pH. All right. So with pH, basically has to do with acidity and alkalinity. Now, the first thing you want to do is to minimize the amount of acid that goes into your body. Anything like sodas, foods that have chemicals, processed foods, those are the foods that have lots of chemicals and cause the body to become acidic, which makes it like a breeding ground for disease, cancer, and toxins love acidity. So what you want to do is you want to increase alkalinity by eating more raw living foods, and I'll get more into that in a minute. Um, so basically what you want to do is um, is increase your raw living food intake and decrease the foods like like fast food, stuff that's dead, stuff that's cooked. So the second thing is your mood. If you don't feel good, it's probably one of the reasons why you want to lose weight, because you just feel, sometimes you might feel a little sluggish. You might, want to do this and might want to get into a dress or whatever like that. And you like, you might not feel as though you have the shape to do that. So, but the first thing is, or second thing is, you have to be in a good mood. So your mood affects your stress levels, and stress is also what makes your body toxic too. So the more toxic you are, the more acidic you are, the more your body's going to want to hold on to that weight. So the third thing is metabolism. And so the best thing I tell people is your metabolism is at its highest point about 10 a.m. to about 3 p.m. So that's the times when your body is burning the most energy. So when you want to eat meals, you want to eat your large meals in between that time. If you want to eat some stuff that's not so healthy, do it in the times of that. Your body will be able to break it down a lot easier if you're eating it at 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock at night. Your body has like a clock. After a certain time, it starts to slow down. So basically, this is about a good time to eat most of your heaviest meals. So if you can stick to that, then that's going to put you ahead of the game. The fourth thing, which is probably one of the most important parts, is eating raw living foods, because what they do is they have enzymes which help digestion. So when stuff goes in, it doesn't stick into your stomach. It just basically comes in, your body breaks it down, and you can get rid of it. So the more raw living foods you eat, the faster you'll lose weight. And then that brings us to the fifth thing, is things to avoid. Fast foods. Fast foods, processed foods, anything in a can or a box. Now, the reason why I say avoid stuff like that is because it no longer has that electrical energy that your body recognizes and allows it to break it down faster. So, you eating something that's out of a box or it's in a can, it's got a lot of preservatives, it's got a lot of chemicals, and when it comes into your body, it takes a long time to get rid of it. So the key to the body is you want to be able to get it in, process it, and get it out as quickly as you can. But what happens when people start to gain weight is what comes in, it doesn't get processed. It sits and sits and sits. So it kind of makes your body, everything kind of slows down. So that's the key is to keep your body in an alkaline state, and you can do that by eating more raw living foods. The second thing is your mood. You always want to be in a good mood. You want to try to minimize stress because stress also builds up toxins, which can also make you gain weight and keep weight. And the third thing is metabolism. Try to not to eat real heavy meals late at night. Try to eat your heavy meals early in the day. And then the fourth thing is raw living foods, foods that are from the ground. Like fruits, vegetables, seeds. And different types of nuts. And then avoid fast foods whenever possible. Anything processed, anything in a can or in a box. Because it's going to take your body a long time to break those things down. So those are the five basic things. And next week we're going to talk about a different subject. So once again, thanks for tuning in.